Hey, I'm from out here in Foothills of Pike County, Kentucky, by far from being an ignorant man. I'm not happy about the way things are going with our country right now, and I think more people need to step up to the plate right now and make this fact be known. Donald Trump has way overstepped his bounds. My brother worked 30 plus years, 30 years. He can't get his medication that he's broke down from paid for now because guess what? Donald Trump got his priorities all messed up. He thinks that there's the same thing with heroin and a needle and a spoon as there is with opiates. No. His opiates were guarded in his first year of presidency overseas in Afghanistan, and we all know that because the military sent the post back via YouTube. We know that. We watched it. So here's the way I feel about things right now. Donald Trump is by no means even justified as the president of the United States. By his own means, he is. What president sits there and gives himself applause during his state of address? And by the way, Tim Cook didn't say he was giving $350 billion to the American people to put in an Apple plant. No, he didn't. Donald Trump said that. Robert Mercer, ask Donald Trump who Robert Mercer is. So I'll go ahead and put this on Facebook right now. Robert Mercer was a man who put together President Trump's team. Yes, he did. He put together. First, it was Steve Bannon, till Donald Trump got screwed up. And when he got screwed up, he forgot to pay Steve Bannon out of his part. So it fell back showing that Robert Mercer was paying Steve Bannon as his political advisor. Yes, that's right. Look, it's all out there. The facts and documentation's there. So that almost sent Steve Bannon to jail or prison, which almost botched the whole Trump presidency right off the bat. So then Robert Mercer went ahead and put up in place, he went ahead and moved Kelly Conway up into place. Because why? She would be easy to manipulate and control. She just wants to be around money. That's all. She wants to feel important. So she got placed up there where the big dogs were. Here's the thing. Donald Trump wasn't the one going on and on about the NRA. It was Robert Mercer. Robert Mercer has one of the biggest gun collections in the world. Yes, he does. And guess what the thing is? It really annoys me about that all. Donald Trump doesn't have a gun collection. No, he doesn't. And you know what? He'll probably go out and buy one now. Just say he had one. He'll probably get them to back up and post date the receipts. But that's okay. We're so used to the lies. Okay, America was going to build a wall when he was running for president. Now what's happening? Tell me now. Now America's going to. The taxpayers are going to. Donald Trump in the first year did tax reform. He made $16 billion for signing in tax reform, people. That's right. Y'all say he didn't, but yes he did. Guess why? Bottom line is, he's got money still in the bank. That money that's drawn interest made him money by him just signing that tax reform into effect. The Republicans are leaving in droves from the state Senate. Why? Because Donald Trump, like one senator said, it used to be like being in the country. Now it's more like being in a country club. His own senator said that. Yeah. They're leaving in droves. Trey Gowdy looks like he's the most sick person in the world that he sold himself out. And you can look at a man that sold himself out. Trey Gowdy sold himself out. He left. He won't admit it. He's going to go back to society and he's going to screw everybody he can now to make up for where he screwed up. Backing Donald Trump. That's right. Paul Ryan up there. Look at that smirk on his face. Yeah, He's doing real good for himself and he's puckered up every minute, every day. That's right. Mike Pence used to be a Christian. Now he's immoral. What can you say? Donald Trump's rubbing off on him. I read somewhere that there was a preacher, a minister of the church, who went to look and see where Donald Trump was actually, what part of religion he was. He couldn't find anything on record. This man was Pentecostal. He wasn't a Catholic. He was a Baptist. I can't remember who he was, but it actually was. He went and found it. This was online. This was not fake news. He was actually asking other people if they could help him find that information before he placed his vote. because he didn't want to vote for a man that he didn't know was a true Christian or not. And guess what? Donald Trump never got his vote. So that's enough said, isn't it? You know, Cambridge Analytica, that's owned by several people. Facebook uses it. Yeah, Facebook, let me tell you a good one what they did. Facebook, and I'm using my First Amendment rights to the best of my knowledge from everything that I've seen publicly actually said on documentaries that were put out. So everything I'm saying is factual. Cambridge Analytica helped break the European nation in two over there. That's what created the union to what it is, or however that worked. Okay, that's what divided it and made it to be so far, hopefully, better for them. And I hope it gets better for them. God bless them. There's a lot of them over there that I really, truly love. They're in my heart and in my mind all the time. So here's the thing. Cambridge Analytica, Donald Trump paid them almost $6 million. Yes, he did. And that $6 million he paid, guess what he paid for? He paid them to find out who was the biblical part and who he needed to go to, what time he needed to hit that part. Who was the gun belt, when he needed to hit that belt hardest. Cambridge Analytica broke it all down. You know what that is? That's the test on Facebook that asks you if you were a gunslinger back in the old West days, who would you be more like, Doc Holliday or Jesse James? Yeah, that's the test you're taking on Facebook. That breaks it down. The ones that ask who all your best friends are and post that, that's Cambridge Analytica. Yes, they get paid well. And you know, it was the ones who get paid to lie the most that made this documentary that spoke the most truth, trumping democracy. And I believe everybody should watch it. And you will change your mind. But if you are backing Trump and you are supporting him right now, you are taking away from food, away from children. You are taking away from the young and the deprived. You are making the young work 4 jobs for a couple they can't even raise their children. The grandchildren are supposed to be able to go out and enjoy their retirement, but they can't because they're raising their children's children. And Trump supporters are making it happen. In my state, our governor that's proud to be a little mini Trump, Matt Bevin, guess what he's done? He's taken away people's retirement from them that they worked in and paid in. He's taken away all the state pensions away. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. Yes, he is. He won't even think about medicinal marijuana, but he'll let him take pain medication away. I have ileostomy. I have hernias, herniated abdominal wall. I have mass malabsorption. I'm not even on pain medication, and I can't even talk right. I'm so mad right now. America's doing this, and America's doing it hard. But what I'm asking you to do is step back, think about what's going on in our country right now. It doesn't make you, the country's not divided racially. It's divided by Capitol Hill. Now see, blacks and whites, we can be one. Because I have no problem. A lot of my friends are black, and I have no problem with them at all. We never had problems. Racial division is done by government. Donald Trump is one that did that, because here's another fact. That fact about the Hillary Clinton issue, paying $3,500 for causing ruckuses at Donald Trump rallies. That information was handed to Donald Trump's son, who gave that information out. Guess who gave that information out? Was a person who came up with the masturbating dolphin that goes all over the country to schools. The same figment of everybody's imagination, yes. He's the one that made up the lie about the Hillary Clinton paying $3,500 per thing, per whatever it is they have. I'm not thinking straight, and I'm sorry. What I'm asking you to do is wake up, America, and realize we're not America anymore. We used to be a democratic society. Does not mean that you're not a Republican. Does not mean democratic society means that you can think for yourself openly. Trump supporters, no, you don't think for yourself at all. You let Donald Trump think for you. Donald Trump has had more lies proven against him than facts given to him. You know, I've spent the last 6 months putting Trump sentences in opposite directions. Front and the back and the front and the middle and the front, whatever, vice versa, using his own words. And Trump supporters telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. And I used Donald Trump's words on Facebook, and they argued with me, saying, no, that's wrong. I watched him say it on TV. March 17th, 2017, I think it was March 17th, right around St. Patrick's Day, somewhere in there, that he cut opiates because of 3 families that lost members, and I feel for them, I do. But you know, it starts at home. You have to stop it at home. You can't blame the world for something you didn't see. So what I'm asking you to do today is get real with it and put it out there. And everybody should share facts, not BS, no bullshit, real facts. Put it out there. I'm a man that's worked hard all my life, but I have nothing to prove. They took all my pain medication away from me. I spent 9 months in ICU. I've lived every day of my life with a struggle since they've done it. I haven't left home but about 4 times in the last 8-9 months since they took my medication. It was July last year they took my pain medication. I've not been able to go out and do anything because I hurt too bad. And I did wrong because somebody was using a needle and a spoon. And here's a thought. Why don't we put rehabs in instead of making people suffer? And that came from a man who's out of the foothills of southeastern Kentucky and doesn't know much, but knows more than our president and his wife, Melania. And here's a thought. If you want to start booting illegals out, quit marrying them. That's a good thought, ain't it? You know, so what I'm saying, everything I pointed out about Donald Trump is all true. It's all been put out. And, you know, I've got nothing, so what are you going to do? I mean, I'm putting it out there. I'm tired, I'm sick, I've got no health, I've got nothing at all left in my life. I don't even have tomorrow anymore. Donald Trump's took that. And you know what? If people think I give 2 freaking shits whether or not I like their opinion about Donald Trump, there they go. They can take their opinion of Donald Trump and then kiss my ass. And as far as this racial division, that's just bullshit, people. The political people did that. You're stronger as one country than you are divided. And do you know how many whites are with you on this white and black thing against Donald Trump? If you would take time to step back and realize there's as many whites that are with you against Donald Trump right now as there are blacks against him, you would know you'll be stronger in unity. But no, you would rather be divided. We stand on a lot of the same issues, but you don't give us that. You just want to say, well, he's a cracker. Well, guess what? I guess I'm just a salty, I'm a little salty. Oh well. Or I'm a little ritzy. Whatever you want to call me, whatever kind of cracker you want to call me, I don't care. The bottom line is this. Our country is divided because we want it to be. Our country is divided because Donald Trump wanted it to be. I didn't want no division within our country. I want honesty and integrity, and I want America to stand up and be who it is. One, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Poor, rich. At this point, not so much rich, because they just padded their own pockets. So I'm asking you, please, be real. And think about everyone. God bless y'all. And realize we can be one. You know, unity in numbers, especially the type of numbers we're talking about. It's time to step up. Let Donald Trump know he pushed the pawn on this. He stepped up against America. He done it in a bad way. First was racial division. And y'all fell in for it. I'm talking whites, blacks, Hispanics, all y'all did. You didn't think 2 shits about nothing. That maybe we were a whole lot alike. We're all poor. We all need one another. Back in the 70s and 80s, people that were poor helped one another. They didn't divide. Donald Trump knows that. He knows that poor people back in the hardest times helped one another. And that scares him. That scares Republicans now. So y'all think about what I'm saying. Why don't we all just put down the racial division? Be one. Stand up. Let Donald Trump and them know we're all about one. Not him. We're all about us. Us as one. One race of people. Poor and equal. Not divided. God bless.